Hey everyone, and welcome to this video that's going to take a look at killing an enemy base in Vorp. I'm Spower, but today I'm going to be on the Alt Apaphis in an Ant, and we're going to take a look at the optimal ways to structure kill in an enemy base. So it looks like it's going to be a 5s team today. We've got an Ant, an Iron Wolf, an Undo, a Kirk. I have no idea how to pronounce it. And a Shinobi. And I know Drackles and Joel are good players, so it should be good. So the first thing we're going to do is communicate to the team what's going to happen. So I like to kind of communicate that I want the team to keep the center and get that first emitter and leave me free to go and get the rest of the base, specifically the right and the left-hand turret and the back emitter. And the reason why this is important is because if, let's say, somebody else goes to get, I don't know, let's say the right turret a little bit early, it might actually draw all of the enemies to a place where I don't want the enemy to go. And what I'm trying to do here, and what I want to do is I want to control the enemy by forcing them to kind of run after me to leave some areas open for our team. And you can see that in communicating with them what's going to happen, it's had a really good effect because Drackles is like, oh, so you're you're a base killer, so that's great. I'm going to go and defend now. So Drackles decides to not use XX and go into a Dreadnought instead. So that's a very good thing. So it looks like we're good. Looks like the match is going to start in a few seconds. So let's get inside. Now, the first thing that I'm going to press the team to do is actually go and Zerg the right front turret. And my ship is actually a little bit faster than the rest of the ships, so you'll see me actually slow down a couple of times. So the first time I'm going to slow down, I'm going to stop right here and tell the team, go and get the right turret, go. And then if you take a look at the mini-map, I'm going to slow down a little bit and make sure that we're all a unit. And then I'm going to go right up to that right turret and try and attract the fire so the rest of the people can hit it really well. So here we go, we start hitting them. Vanaprime hits me with his op. I'm getting destroyed here, but that turret's almost down. So I'm going to go and heal. And I've got my eye on the mini-map here. What's important is I want to know whether or not I should go straight to that turret and finish it off, or if somebody else is going to do it. So I'm still looking at my mini-map. Looks like we've got 2 people on it, and there it goes. That's awesome news. So that means I can start concentrating on drones now so I can get to level 5. And level 5 is super important because it gives me Torpedo, it gives me Warp, and it gives me level 3 beams. So I'm going to take this drone and I'm going to actually push it to the right-hand side so that I'm not in the enemy fire. And it should give me a bunch of Atom, which should give me level 2. So I'm going to go and get that level right now and put it in Torpedo, which is super important for us to start backdooring, which is what we're going to do right now. If we take a look at the clock, it's like 1 minute and 22 now, which is a bad thing. I'm too early for the backdoor. I want that backdoor to happen at 1 minute 50. So you can see I hesitate and I go back and I heal so they can start backdooring at 1 minute 30 instead. And the reason why I want 1 minute 50 is going to be clear in a second. It's because those capital ships are actually going to come out right at around that time. So let's go and get that turret first. I shot my missile by accident, but it's back off cooldown now. So I'm going to shoot 2 missiles and keep on hitting the turret. That should bring me down to 50%. Now look at that capital ship. I drone hunter it, so I get the experience there. I ding a level, I put it into warp, and then I warp right away. Now, you see how it forced the enemy team to go back there? Look at the mini-map. There's no one defending on the front because they were all too scared that they were going to lose their emitter. And so not only did I get that turret in the back, I actually gave an opportunity for my team to get a turret in the front. Now let's see if it's down. Is it down? Yes, it is. So I'm going to kill Nova now. There's Nova, and then Vanaprime seems to be low on health, so I'm going to kill him as well. Now I'm going to run back and heal and put 1 level into beam. So I've got a level 2 beam now, level 1 missile, and level 1 warp. All I need is 1 more level so that I can start killing the base. The reason is that I need a level 3 beam because the level 3 beam's got the most amount of distance, and so I'll be able to kill those turrets at a safe, in a safe distance without getting hit. So I'm going to concentrate on the middle now and try to get that emitter down while looking for drones. Drones, there's 1. I'm going to kill it, and that should give me enough so I can ding level 5. I'm gonna make my way over to the depot. And do I ding level 5? Doesn't look like it. I'm just missing it, so I'm gonna go back. It looks like the middle turret is still up, so you may as well go and clear that right now. So I'm gonna shoot a couple of missiles at it. Just lining my shot up right now, and here we go, it's down. So I'm going to make my way over to the depot, and it's time to start killing structures. So first things first, bottom right hand structure, what you need to do is line up your shot and then find where the little kind of yellow squiggly line that connects the turret to the shield battery is. So you can see it at the top left hand side between my score and where it says core shield. So you see that yellow band that's moving? That's like approximately the area where I know I'm not going to get hit. So I just keep on kind of shooting there, and then I'm going to make my way over to the right-hand side. I'm going to hug that wall, turn around, and kill that other turret. So I'm going to start killing it, but looks like there's somebody there, so I'm going to warp out right away, or else I'm going to get killed. So I make the warp. I'm going to heal up, and then I'm going to go right back to where I was. I'm going to hug that right wall, turn around, and then shoot a couple of missiles at that, a couple of torpedoes at the turret. While using my beam. I don't really know what the name is. It's button Q on my keyboard. There we go. I'm gonna throw a couple of torpedoes, and a turret should go down. Now it's time to rush over to the other side and get rid of the bottom, the back left turret. In here, there's going to be a groove in the wall that I'm going to line up. I'm actually going to fly into the groove to make sure that I'm not, like, I'm hugging the wall. I'm going to turn around, and then I'm going to throw a couple of torps at that turret. Looks like there's an enemy coming, so as soon as it's down, I'm going to warp out of there. There we go. So that's 3 turrets down. So we've got one last one. Now what I'm going to do here is, you see how that second, like if you take a look at the mini-map, the second flame turret is still up on the second emitter. So I'm going to hit that once so that it blips on the enemy map so that they think that I'm actually attacking the emitter when I'm not. And then I'm going to make my way over to the last turret. So you see that kind of indentation in the wall next to this wall? You want to place yourself approximately there. Hopefully you won't have an enemy blocking you like Rare just did. And then you're just going to shoot. And then that turret should go down. Went, down a little bit more quickly because Rare was there, but same concept applies. So now we're going to kill that shield. I'm getting low on health, so I think I'm going to warp out of there. Is that what I'm going to do? Yes. I warped out of there too slowly. I should have gone as soon as that battery was done. There we go. So there's one shield down, and all the turrets except for that last one on the emitter is down. So now I'm going to take a look at my map. It looks like I'm clear and open. But I see like a bunch of enemies on the left-hand side, so instead of trying to cross again, I'm just going to kill this shield while it's there. So I'm going to kill that, and I see an enemy coming on my mini-map, so Shaco's coming to get me. I'm going to try and warp, but unfortunately my warp is isn't off cooldown yet, so I died from my turret, but at least I got my turret. And as far as I'm concerned, the way that I play, I would much rather die and get a turret than live and have to go back to a depot. If I feel that we're in the lead. And if I take a look at, Pure, he's got 4 structure kills compared to my 7 already, and I've got all the turrets down. So we've got a comfortable lead, so I'm more than comfortable taking deaths if it means that I'm getting the right structures and making sure that they're killed, because it saves a lot of time that way. So I'm going to try and go up to center now and get that last shield. But it looks like there's tons of enemies in the center, so screw that. I'm going to book to the right-hand side instead and try and avoid the enemies. And this is key here. You don't want to engage enemies when you're in structure killing mode because it slows you down every single time. So now I'm just going to go straight for that battery and torp it as soon as it's in my line of sight. I'm going to move behind it so in case an enemy comes, it won't be able to hit me as easily. And I'm going to warp out of there. Ooh, damn, Shaco got me good. But again, it's totally not the end of the world. It's actually, like the fact that I got that shield down is a really, really good thing. So they have no shields left. It's only one emitter because My team's been defending really, really well. So, as soon as I respawn, my next mission is to get that last turret off of the emitter. Normally when a team's in this position, they start to defend their emitter pretty well. So I've got no illusions. I'm probably not going to get an emitter and a shield, an emitter and a flame turret at the same time. So what I'm going to do is come in guns blazing just for that last flame turret, and then probably try and warp out because my warp's off cooldown. So here I go, throw a couple of torpedoes in there, I see enemies, time to warp. And I make it back. Awesome. So that leaves the emitter open for my teammates to try and kill. And I'm going to mop up whatever it is that's left. So off I go. And awesome, my teammates are actually baiting the team to go and follow them. That left me wide open to kill that emitter. Look at that, there's nobody even there. So I'm gonna destroy them, throw out a couple of drone hunters. Now I want to warp, but I can't because it's still on cooldown. So I'm just gonna kind of run around until I can warp out of there. Oops. Okay, just ate some fire. Hopefully I'm not going to die, but I see no enemies. Here we go, there's a successful warp. Now Drackle says that he wants to help finish the end. That's no problem. Our entire team, it looks like, see if I take a look at the minimap, oh, so Nova 50 just passed by, but I don't care, because we have so many structures to kill. If all 5 of us are going for the emitter, it's gonna go down. So I'm just gonna chill and wait for a little bit, because I want someone to get the enemy's attention first, so I can go from a long distance and start sniping at their core. So it looks like someone's in there right now, so it gives me the chance to go up to that yellow line, just kind of sit here. Shaco ignores me, so that leaves me open to kill that base. Looks like Drackles is there, but Grayer seems to like getting in front of my vehicle. No problem, because we get the base level. And that is how to destroy a base. So let's take a look at the score. Got 55 XP, which is alright. Looks like 79 bang, which is not too bad. Let's see here. Let's see how much structures Pure got. Pure got 6 structures compared to mine, which were 10. Those are 10 critical structures. I'm pretty proud of that. We can see that Drackles and the rest of my team had a couple of structures each. Compared to them, only 1 structure kills. Looks like Nova did okay on structures. But Pure with 6 structures, Nova with 6 structures. We just defended too well. So they didn't have enough time to actually get structures out of it. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, reach out to me in Vorp. Thanks a lot.